Selling your property and not sure what stays and what goes? You're definitely not alone. Hey, welcome to Ask Quality Conveyancing, where we explain property paperwork in a simple, stress-free way. In this video, we'll walk you through how to complete the TA10 fittings and contents form. The TA10 is all about clarity. It tells the buyer exactly which items are included in the sale, which are excluded, and which don't exist at the property. Because this form can become part of the legal contract, it's really important that it's completed carefully and honestly. You're not expected to overthink it, just answer based on what's actually in the property today. Let's get started. Page 1, Property and Seller Details. Right at the start, you'll fill in the full property address and postcode, the full legal names of all sellers, your solicitor's details if you have them. Once that's done, the rest of the form is broken down into clear sections, each listing different items around the home. Before we go section by section, there's one key thing to understand. For every item listed, you'll choose one of three options. Included means it stays in the property. Excluded means it will be removed. None means the item doesn't exist at the property. If you're excluding an item, you can optionally add a price if you're willing to sell it separately to the buyer. If you do add a price, any agreement about that item should be handled directly with the buyer or estate agent, not your solicitor. And remember, if you remove anything, you should leave the property reasonably tidy and avoid causing damage. Section 1 covers basic fittings. This section is all about the everyday essentials in your home, the things most people expect to be there when they move in. You'll be asked about items like the boiler or immersion heater, radiators or other heaters, fires, light switches, roof insulation, window and door fittings, doorbells or chimes. For each item, all you need to do is pick one option. If an item is staying exactly as it is, just tick included. If you plan to remove it, tick excluded. And if it's never been there, none is the right choice. There's also a comments box if you want to add a quick note, helpful if something needs a little extra explanation. Section 2 covers kitchen appliances and fittings. It is one of the most important areas for buyers. In this section, you'll go through common kitchen appliances such as hob, oven or grill, cooker, extractor hood, fridge or freezer, dishwasher, washing machine or tumble dryer. For each item, you'll also be asked whether it's fitted or freestanding. There's no need to overthink this, just tick what applies. A simple way to tell the difference is this. If taking it out would leave a gap or cause damage, it's usually classed as fitted. Next, other items. This section is your chance to mention anything that hasn't already been covered in the form. If there's an item you think the buyer might reasonably expect to stay, or something you plan to take with you, it's best to list it here rather than leave any room for confusion. A quick note now can help avoid questions, delays, or misunderstandings later on. Section 3 covers bathroom fittings. This section focuses on what's staying and what's going in the bathroom. You'll be asked about items like baths and showers, shower screens or curtains, bathroom cabinets, towel rails, mirrors, toilet roll holders. For each item, just let the buyer know what's happening by ticking included, excluded, or none. If it's staying, tick included. If you're taking it with you, tick excluded. And if it was never there to begin with, none is absolutely fine. Simple, honest answers here help avoid any, "Oh, I thought that was staying" moments later on. Section 4 covers carpets. This section is simply about the carpets in your home, room by room. You'll go through areas like hall, stairs and landing, living room, dining room, kitchen, bedrooms. For each room, just let the buyer know what to expect. If there isn't a carpet in that room, tick none. If the carpet is staying exactly where it is, tick included. And if you're planning to take it with you, tick excluded and add a quick note if needed. Being clear here helps avoid any surprises on moving day. Section 5 covers curtains, blinds and rails. This section helps clear up one of the most common areas of confusion for buyers. It's split into two parts: curtain rails, poles or pelmets, curtains or blinds. You'll go through the property room by room and simply show what's staying and what's going. One thing to keep in mind, curtain rails are often assumed to be included. So if you're planning to take them with you, make sure that's clearly marked here to avoid any surprises later. Section 6 covers light fittings. This part is about the actual light fittings themselves, not the switches. For each room, just confirm whether the fittings are included or excluded. If you do plan to remove a light fitting, it's expected that you'll leave a basic ceiling fitting behind so the room is still safe and usable. Section 7 covers fitted units. This section covers anything that's built in, such as built-in wardrobes, fitted cupboards, fixed shelving, go room by room, and tick what applies. Because these items are fixed in place, buyers usually expect them to stay. So if you're planning to remove anything built in, it's really important to be clear about it here to avoid misunderstandings. Section 8 covers outdoor areas. This section is all about what's staying outside the property. You'll be asked about items such as garden furniture, sheds or greenhouses, barbecues, outdoor lights, water butts, trees, plants and shrubs. Plants and trees are usually included as part of the garden, but items like furniture, pots or accessories aren't always. So this section helps make everything clear from the start. Section 9 covers television and telephone items. Here, you'll confirm what's happening with things like TV aerials, satellite dishes, telephone equipment. Just tick whether each item is staying or being removed, so the buyer knows exactly what to expect. Section 10 covers stock of fuel. If the property uses oil, LPG or stored wood, this section checks whether any fuel left at the property is included in the sale. If it doesn't apply to your home, simply tick none and move on. Section 11 covers other items. This final section is your safety net. It's where you can mention anything else that hasn't been covered but might matter to the buyer. If there's something you're even slightly unsure about, it's always better to note it here rather than leave it open to interpretation. When in doubt, include it. Next, signing the form. Once you've filled everything in, make sure all sellers sign and date the form. Take a moment to double-check your answers for accuracy, and that's it. You're done. Final tip. The most important thing to remember with the TA10 is this. Be clear, be honest, and don't assume anything is obvious. If you're unsure whether something should be included or excluded, or you're not quite sure how to describe it, speak to your solicitor or contact the Quality Conveyancing support team before submitting the form. Clear answers now help prevent confusion later and keep your sale moving smoothly. Thanks for watching Ask Quality Conveyancing. Follow for more simple property tips to help keep your move stress-free.